ruthless about creating process and automation and building a team and training that team. And now it's just dialed in. So it's a couple hours a week, a meeting with my managers and a meeting with the all staff to go through everything, 2 hours a week. And that's 100 units in 5 states. Like, I'm just ruthless with that.
Oh, that's awesome.
Welcome to the STR Home Financing Podcast, where we believe a legacy is something you build, not just something you leave behind. And now, here's your host, Jeff Chisum.
Hey, this is Jeff Chisum with STR Home Financing. Very excited to bring you another installment of 3 things that you should know, where we bring in industry experts. And when I say experts, these are not guests. These are not people that have just dabbled in short-term rental. They're investors, they're coaches, they are attorneys, they are insurance experts. And today we bring on Mike Sjogren. And Mike, I was not going to mispronounce your last name like I mispronounced my daughter's new last name at the wedding, the rehearsal dinner. Get choked up. I knew it. I had practiced it and I still mispronounced it. So how'd I do?
You did. You nailed it, man. You nailed it. It's a tough one. It's a real tough one. So you got it right on the money. So.
Well, it can present a little bit of a mental challenge if you think about it too much. But yeah, thanks for joining us today. And we're going to keep it our usual format, which is a micro podcast, 10 minutes or less, where we bring tons of value from people like yourself. So yeah, who you are, what makes you a human, what have you done in the space, and what are you doing to support the community?
Yeah, so my name's Mike Sjogren. I'm based just outside of Boston, Massachusetts. Got an amazing wife and business partner, Kristen, and a 6-year-old boy, Caden, soon to be 7. And yeah, man, I got into this industry back in 2017 after when our son was born. He had a very rare lung disease. And I had been a career CPA and finance guy for a long time. And when he was born, we spent a lot of time at the hospital. He needed to be on oxygen. He had a very rare lung disease. And at a certain point, I ran out of vacation time and ran out of sick time. And I had to leave my wife and my son in the hospital because I was in the rat race, man. And that was like the biggest wake up call in my life. And I told my wife, I said, I don't know how I'm going to do it, but I'm going to find a way to build us a business that gives us the income we want without ever trading time for money. And I knew real estate was going to be the vehicle. I assumed it was going to be through rentals. And then I met a gentleman in a mastermind group who was doing short-term rentals. And I was like, wow, this is crazy. Instead of making $100 or $200 a month, I could make $1,000 or $2,000 a month. I don't need as many properties as I thought I would to make this work. And within 15 months of getting in the business, I was able to get out of my job, retire my wife, retire my mom. And fast forward, now we've got over 100 doors across 5 states, 3 boutique hotels. And it's just completely changed my life. I've got a podcast now, Short-Term Rental Secrets, coaching program, a whole new recruiting division. It's been a blast, man. It's been a hell of a ride. And I'm super grateful for this industry.
That's awesome. So when I talk about bringing on guests that don't just dabble in the space, Mike just laid it out there for you. It's creating financial independence, ways that we can be in control of our own time, and creating that legacy that we can pass on to the generations to come. And then there's the fun factor. Who wants to go visit the rent house, or would you rather go visit the beach house? Pretty simple proposition. So that's great. Jump into the meat of the interview, Mike. Today, we're going to focus on the importance, the 3 things that are why it's important to surround yourself with experts. And experts could mean information, because a lot of people are new to this space. They don't know what they don't know. They don't know the things that they need to know. And you could lose a lot of money jumping into the space and not becoming an expert. It definitely is important. So what are the 3 things that you would share with the audience that are the 3 most important things in your mind that people, why they need to surround themselves with experts and the right information?
I think the biggest thing, and I talked about this at STR Wealth Conference last year, is our subconscious is the biggest limiting factor in our success. We have no cap other than what we set on ourselves. And I grew up amazing parents, super hardworking, very blue collar. My dad fixed elevators. My mom worked in retail at Macy's. And they always instilled a strong work ethic in me, but I didn't know anybody that was wealthy. I didn't know millionaires. Like, I didn't know business people. I didn't grow up like that. And so when I got into this, once I started to get around other people that were very successful in business, it just made it feel a lot more attainable to me. And so my advice is to find your tribe, find a group of people that you can hang around with, because you are the 5 people that you spend the most time with. And so I'm very selective with who I spend my time with. And my network is my cheat code. It's funny, as we're talking, Tony Robinson from the Bigger Pockets podcast was just texting me on some stuff we were just talking about.
Nice.
I've built this peer group of amazing people that we help each other out. And that's massively important. And as far as keeping it to 3 bullets, what I would say is, in choosing a mentor specifically, because I think that's what we were talking about, there's 3 things that I always look for. I've had plenty of mentors in my life. I still have a few mentors in different areas of my life. The first thing is, have they gotten the results that I'm looking for? Like, for themselves, have they actually gotten the results? The second thing is, have they helped other people get those results? And the third thing is, do I actually like this person? Like, would I want to hang out with them and go to a retreat or go to some event with this person, actually spend time with them? Because I've tested it. I've hired people that were brilliant in what they did. I just didn't like them. Like, I didn't like them at all.
Yeah.
And I didn't get a lot out of that mentorship because I was always second guessing their advice just because I didn't care for them as a person. So those are the
Or
3
you didn't
big
look
things
forward
that
to the conversations.
Yeah. It's, do I vibe with them? Are they bringing my energy up, or are they sucking my energy? Like, it's just, so those are the things that I would say as far as hiring a mentor. Even from the beginning, when I got into this, I've always been a very good student, and I knew if I got around the right teachers, I would win. I would just succeed. So I'm a big believer in education. I spend 6 figures a year right now on a couple different masterminds that I'm a part of, and I'll be doing that till the day I die, just because it's just the fast lane. It's, if somebody is at or ahead of where I want to get to, and they're willing to share that information with me, that's priceless. Because the one thing that I can't get back is my time. And the greatest gift that I got when my son was sick was having that realization that my time is worth more than any dollar amount, period. So I pay for speed, and I pay to buy my time back constantly. And so my focus when I built this business was to create an income stream that could fund the lifestyle that I want without requiring me to trade time for money. So I was ruthless about creating process and automation and building a team and training that team. And now it's just dialed in. So it's a couple hours a week, a meeting with my managers and a meeting with the all staff to go through everything, 2 hours a week. And that's 100 units in 5 states. Like, I'm just ruthless with that.
No, that's awesome. And I have probably a good 20 to 30 consultation calls on a monthly basis. And it is very consistent that we would get to the end of some of those conversations, and people would ask me, what am I not asking? And my response is, I have shared everything that I possibly can share from my lane, from the finance lane, as a expert in STR financing. So you've got to find people in those other lanes. And that is a great way to put it, that when you can surround yourself with people that have been there, done that, been successful at it, they're great communicators, they're great people, is another thing that I would add. They're just good people. Then it puts you on the fast track. It puts you in a position where you feel educated, you feel empowered. And when we're in that position, we feel like we can go take action, and you've got people around you to support it. So appreciate that, Mike. Just gold, pure gold there. Share the 3 ways that people can connect with you these days.
Probably the easiest is through Instagram. Right now, it's at the Airbnb guy. Most likely, I'll be changing that in the near future to just Mike Sjogren. But find me on Instagram. I've got the free Facebook group, Short-Term Rental Secrets. And then through the podcast, man, the Short-Term Rental Secrets podcast. We're putting out content on all the major platforms, plus YouTube, every single week.
Oh, that's awesome. I appreciate you joining us today, in line with the experts that we brought on, people that are committed to the space, that have done well and want to see others do well. So appreciate you joining us today, Mike.
Yeah, my pleasure. Thanks for having me on.
Yeah, absolutely. Until next time.
Jeff Chisum is a registered mortgage loan officer with CMG Home Loans, NMLS ID 1820. CMG Home Loans is an equal housing lender. All programs, products, and terms discussed on this show are subject to change without notice.